Let's talk to Brian Simpson from the Unite Union. Morgan Tooth works for an arts venue. David Martyn is an employment lawyer with Thompsons solicitors. And Gino Stornaiolo owns a couple of restaurants. David Martyn, an employee is told, we've got to cut back because of coronavirus. You've got to be sacked tomorrow. What are the rights?
Well, I suppose the main question for that employee is, do you want to agree to a reduction to your pay? Now, the position I think it's going to be put to a lot of employees is there's a stark choice. Either you agree to some sort of reduction in pay, or, we'll have to go down formal redundancy processes and, effectively there will be a complete reduction in pay because you will be dismissed as redundant. For me, the important things that employees, they don't have a lot of power in this situation, but the sorts of things they should be raising in these circumstances are, if they are minded to agree to a pay cut, then let's have it time limited. So let's talk about the next 4 to 6 weeks.
But we know this might go on. We've been told by academics this might go on for 18 months.
It may. I think it's just a question of saying, look, let's put this constantly up for review. If we're agreeing to a pay cut, then we are not saying as a matter of contract that this is a permanent situation. We know that the government have put in place a lot of measures. Now, the question is obviously whether that money can find its way to the frontline services quick enough. But the government have put in measures. There are loans and grants in place. Now, if that money finds its way through, then we may see employees who have agreed to reductions in wages being able to benefit from some of that money. But if they, it's arguable if they don't agree to a degree of flexibility, then if that money finds its way through, there'll be nobody left to kind of benefit from it. So, employees and employers do need to do everything they can to keep jobs viable.
And David, before I move to the other two, that's it in a nutshell, isn't it? We've got businesses that are doing their best to make, survive day to day. They're running out of cash. They've got to get rid of staff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really a choice for the business owner to say, is there any chance of viability here? I think a week ago, a lot of hospitality owners were saying, look, this is just utterly bleak. Let's not suffer any more losses and shut the door. It does seem as if there's a possibility, because of these loans and grants coming through, that they can retain a degree of viability if they reduce their staff costs. We've seen restaurants diversifying, doing takeaways and having very creative ideas, home cooking, that sort of thing, putting in packs where they do home deliveries for people to cook at home. That sort of creative thinking and the money potentially coming through. It's for business owners to decide in relation, in conjunction with their staff, but there may be creative ways to save these businesses because other than this, external event, these are successful, viable businesses. And I think everyone just has to move mountains effectively to keep those viable businesses available or open.